Overnight, the stock market plunging, oil and gas prices already up.
The Strait of Hormuz shut down. 20% of the world's oil comes through that strait.
Scared that the prices will just skyrocket.
It's just the beginning.
It would be an economic disaster.
Cue the fire. You guys have about 2 days left until complete chaos. And you're like, Bravo, what are you talking about? Well, you know, when you're sitting there at the bank and you're just like reading the screens, JP Morgan, 3 days until community chaos. Breaking news. And then you ask the teller, is this? Oh, sorry, we had Bravo on. He's a little doom and gloomer. Although, you know, he does get things right quite often. Also, if you are watching this tomorrow, you have days left. And we got Jimmy. He basically sealed the deal here. Coming in, Kramer says the oil market is signaling that Iran war won't spiral, and that's bullish for stocks, which also means you probably didn't have to run out there and spend $5,000 on a red light therapy machine. You're getting it directly from your telephone. When you wake up in the morning, you're like, why is it so red? And I can't imagine if people were like, this is how they live, right? Their retirement. Am I rich? Am I poor? Let's take a look. Oh, I'm down. Walmart, 4%. You put in 10 more of those and you're half off, which they are the low-priced leader. Also, this just in, breaking news, it might be a forever
Just
war.
in, it's big. A U.S. official telling Fox thousands of Iraqi Kurds have launched a ground offensive in Iran. Decimated, destroyed, defeated. All words the Pentagon used to describe Iran's various military forces on day 5 of Operation Epic Fury. Moments ago, President Trump touting its success.
So we're in a very strong position now, and their leadership is just rapidly going.
So breaking news, yes, another forever war that you're going to pay for. And just in case you're adding this up a day, I don't know, maybe a few billion. We haven't even gone into QB yet. What else do we have? We have chaos in a couple days, and if you guys want to know why, it has a lot to do with that, and that. You guys still in California? Why? You know it's bad when Chevron's like, yep, California's going to be decimated. They didn't say that, just collapsed. Under Gavin Newsom, and they wrote a doomsday letter. So I have the solution to fix California and Gavin Newsom. Just make him president. You know he will be. The elites, they've already picked him. All right, so let's see my scorecard. Last week I said fill up your cars. Trust me on this one. Now you got, well, it's probably too late because this has already taken place. Anything else? Oh my goodness. The hot brunette got fired. If you're like, come on, Bravo, she's not hot. Dude, he's like 95. Let's see how you take off your shirt. Yes, you can leave the Crocs on for the photo. I even asked Kitty, when you saw this, what did you think?
She's hot.
Say it again in the microphone. I think we're having microphone issues.
She's hot.
So if Kitty says she's hot, I'm going to believe it. And I don't know what's up with her voice and my audio. Also, are you guys excited for this stock market crash? Bravo, you've been saying that. It's going to be a stock market pullback, like I said. Just follow the volatility cluster heat-seeking. AI did that. Also, we got to talk about AI. See, it goes up. This go up. Okay, when you do this and it triggers that, it goes down. Hopefully, you guys made money today. Today was an easy day. We'll walk you through the day and show you how easy it is from market open to when it does this. But right about now is not a good time to go all in at the top, as this stock market correction signal just triggered. Which one? Which one do you want? For only the 3rd time in 7 years. Here's the message for investors. Don't be an investor. Also, don't be a human either. Don't try to go get a job. Gotta cover that, as half of you can't pay for things. Even AI image girl is struggling. Getting back to the stock market, there is so many. Look, S&P 500, correction signal. You know, here, and sometimes, you know, these signals nuts. It's pretty good. This one probably a little one. This should be a very good pullback. And if history has any say in this, with the charts and the pullbacks, when you get to these levels, this is how high we never was at 147, so far above standard deviation. you got to come back to the means. It's like when you're trading and it goes past the 9 and the 200. It's like, or the 20. It always comes back to these. 100% of the time, your stock, whatever you hold, will come back to the 20. And when you get so far up, like when silver had that pump and everyone's like, FOMO, silver only go higher. I'm so rich. I stack it. I even put it on my wrist. Look at me. Baller. Like 100% of the time, when you see this in a chart, it returns. That doesn't mean that it won't continue to move higher from where it decided just to do drugs and go shopping. I'm still very bullish on silver, on gold, and we got a lot of still shenanigans going on. And then what about the COMEX? It ran out. Oh, I thought price would go up and down. Again, I say don't mix news, your macro, with stock price or silver price or anything. And then if you get it wrong, you're like, oh, it's manipulation. It's always manipulation. Stop. For an example, Donald Trump has disclosed buying more than 9 million in bonds. They include numerous things. So yields are going to go down. Well, let's take a look, Bob. Let's look at the 10-year, because it went up quite a bit, 4.136. It was just in the 3s. So I don't care what Donald Trump does. Also, that your market kind of like, it's starting to do down 2%. That was the NASDAQ. Dow kind of hurt NASDAQ though. Something's going on. A lot of swings in the market today. But here is the big story, JP Morgan, 3 days, commodity destruction, Straits of Hormuz, and then Donald's like, no, we reopened it. But it looks like China's actually in talks, like, because they're all communist. They're in talks with Iran for safe passage through the Hormuz as White House scrambles to contain rising energy prices. Here, watch this. Let me help you charting it. You kind of see it. You just don't want to go up past that line. Oh, okay, you broke it. Oh, hey, how far are you going? You kind of going off the screen, aren't you? Actually, it reminds me of when you're at the fair, right? You hit the thing and the bell, and it's like, bam, 140, 160, 180. Is it going to clear 200? 221, an all-time high. That's Singapore jet fuel. Something tells me you ain't going to be filling up them jets. And I should have said, last week, go fill up your cars and your jets. And in talking about filling up jets and explosions, like the safe place in the Middle East, Dubai and Abu Dhabi under attack right now. And YouTube doesn't like me saying this. If you're currently in Dubai and you're showing it, you're in trouble, but it's happening right now. This was the billionaire playground in the Middle East, is now under fire. I'll tell you, these ballistic missiles can do some harm. As sirens are blaring, explosions, and it keeps going. I watched a guy filming it. The guy's probably not around anymore. Also, just so you can be familiar with this, that's a shark there, guitar. You can play that, Abu Dhabi, and it's there. This is currently what your telephone looks like if you're there. It says take shelter, or just get on your private jet and leave. The problem is you ain't getting out of there. I saw an interview with a guy, and he's like, we're getting hundreds of calls. We can't get people out. Dubai is collapsing. Here are the numbers. Their stock market is kind of looking like ours, down 10%. Circuit breakers, Emirates down 10%. These are billions per hour, just poof, gone. Supermarkets, shelves empty, and they're really trying to control this media. For me, because I'm in America, I could talk a little bit about it. And if you want to post it, so stuff is not getting out. UAE threatens $54,000 fine and 1 year in prison. The government says, don't panic. Anyone that does panic, you post it, we'd put you in jail right there. Oh, and just for confirmation, private jet owner says people are desperate to get out of Dubai. My phone hasn't stopped ringing. I've seen a lot of these. I've been inundated. 100 people now looking to leave quickly as possible. Pregnant women, families, flights are now being, the company says that Bravo has ADHD, and this guy should...
Launched early Saturday morning around sort of 9 o'clock, the first social media post, and my phone has just been non-stop with a whole variety of different people wanting to leave for pregnancy reasons, elderly family.
So really quick, dating advice for gentlemen. Step 1, have his accent perfectly. And if it's not yours, fake it until you make it. Oh, and you want to know how bad this World War III thing is? If you guys listen to Tucker. And also, did you catch the piece that he did? Influencers pump their bags. But he has some frightening conclusions of what is currently happening in the Middle East. Also talks about the temple, the Bible. If it blows up, it's not a solvable problem. That's the end of everything that we know. Well, because it's in the Bible. It has to do with the third temple. And I was actually it was interesting. If you click subscribe, I was in Israel. And as I was leaving Israel, they just magically were able to infiltrate Israel and blow them up. Which again, more questions than answers. It's like, so you're telling me you guys had no idea. But anyways, back to what Tucker's saying. Tucker warned that if Iran hits Israel with a hypersonic missile, Israel could respond with nuclear weapons. We'll repeat that, nuclear weapons. I say it right the second time, all the times. I don't know. I say it every time I say tomato. You guys say you said tomato. I officially hate that word. That's something the world has not seen since 1945, and it's not off the table. Also said looking for religious conflict, killing the Ayatollah didn't get you there. Blow up the mosque, and then voila. And then rebuild it. Also, for normal humans that don't know about the history book called the Bible, actually the New Testament, 66 books with many authors. It does lay out step by step what it looks like, how we're all going to die. And it is very accurate. Then if you take the Old Testament, that's before the 66 books, you have 39 books, and they actually talked about this Jesus guy. And in those books, they're like, okay, he's going to do these 450 things. Which he did. And people are like, even us now, people right now, 450 things documented. Yeah, I don't believe him. What are the chances of him fulfilling 450? 0. To bring this all back home, it talks about the destruction of the temple and the signs of the end times. And if I had to give you a checklist, we've marked all of them off. For those of you that believe or don't believe, we're close. And this is all moving very quickly. This AI opens up a whole nother can of worms. Really wanted to tackle it today. I think I am running out of time. Should you be scared? No. Should you be prepared? Yes. Am I thumbs up for AI? No. Probably because I know too much. If you have a job, keep it. Also, keep your head in the sand, because when you lose it, for every 100 working, there's one opening. See, again, I'm just trying to prepare you, just trying to help you. Whether it's like, is there a God? Yes. Are we in a recession? Yes. Is AI going to take my job? Yes. This from a recruiter. Almost 4,000 applications for a senior full stack role. The AI screens everything. It looks for stuff. Cuts everything down to 1, pays you nothing. Seen 847 applications, not normal. Her placement rate dropped from 23% to 4% to 1% to 0%. Oh, and make sure you know everything about Claude also. And what businesses are going to look like at the end of the day. It's going to be human up there. That's you. And then your chief of stats AI, and the rest of it's AI, marketing, sales AI, and design AI, outreach, customer support, legal. And did you see New York is like, AI is not allowed to be here. And I will show you that story, but I just saw this one. Morgan Stanley workers, how many? Breaking. This is breaking. So it's like right now, how many? Firing 2,500. Layoffs are now at a pace worse than the great financial crisis, but that was my ADHD. I was looking for something else. It was New York, which you shouldn't be there. California, New York, run. California, go to Nevada. New York wants to ban AI from answering questions about medicine, law, engineering. I wonder why. You guys can try to protect yourself as long as you can. It's coming for you. Even Joe Rogan, forget about your job. It's over. Even JP Morgan Chase, Jamie Dimon, mass AI job automation will cause civil unrest. You can't lay off 2 million truckers tomorrow. Yeah, you can. So could you do me a huge favor? Because right about now, my video's too long, and YouTube's like, your video's too long. For those of you that actually like what I have to share, hit something. Share, subscribe, like, spin your computer around, do the hokey pokey. I know some of you are in denial. You're like, but AI is really stupid. I'm going to agree with you. It is until it isn't. I'm going to test it out. Here I am. Who wants to be a millionaire? It's coming down to the last question. This will give me the million. The host said I could phone a friend, so I'm going to phone AI. Here we go. I have a question. I'm on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and all I have to do is answer this one question for $1 million. P. Diddy, his last name, Diddy, has how many D's?
All right, bravo, no time for fluff. Diddy has exactly 2 D's in it. One at the beginning, one in the middle. Lock it in and grab that million.
Yes, baby.
But hey, you're the one who keeps a cool head on camera. Now don't forget to give your audience a peek behind the curtain. Why did you know that so fast? That's where the gold is for your next video.
Oh my gosh, ChatGPT. He says that you're wrong, but he'll give you one more shot. How many D's does Diddy have in it for $1 million?
No hesitation. Diddy has 2 D's. One at the start, one in the middle. If anyone says otherwise, they might be playing mind games. Stick to the facts and go win that million.
You got it, buddy. Thank you. Well, it looks like we're going to have to resort to getting millions some other way. Here, let me help you. Also, my apologies. All these red lines, I trade on the 2-minute, and there's support and resistance. There is money to be made at the beginning and then throughout the day. This one repeats over and over. I mean, and 80% of the time until it doesn't. 43.50 turns to purple times 20. On one contract, it's $870 in your pocket, and the crowd goes wild. Is there more? Also, I have never taught anyone open, well, except for one student and my daughter. But then after that, we play the swing game, right? Watch this. One candle close. Purple, and that's 51 times 20. That's $1,000. And then we could do this over and over. That's $1,000. I grabbed this one. That's $1,000. Actually, you can make some more than that. Do we have another one? That's $1,000. Do we have any more? That's $1,000. And then we go into market close. Stay away from that. If you don't know how to do it, please, it works. I do it all day long. I've taught 50,000. That's just that have purchased my course. How many university, high school kids? You got a couple minutes left. $99. I can't keep it there. It was a sale price. It has to be $3.99. With that, I love you. I will see you tomorrow.